Hello, welcome to the League of Women Voters of Washtenaw County. My name is Lynne Kochmanski, and I'm president of our league. I'd like to share some history today with you about our organization. We have recently changed our name from the League of Women Voters of Ann Arbor area to the League of Women Voters of Washtenaw County. Our goal is to better reflect our DEI commitment for more diverse membership and inclusive community engagement throughout the entire county. Some areas of Washtenaw County were turned off by the name Ann Arbor area. By changing our name, we hope to better connect with a wider population of voters in Washtenaw County. The League of Women Voters is a nonpartisan political organization that engages in education and advocacy of voters. Many people think that we are just about voter registration. While voting rights is certainly a core mission, it is not only what we do. Our state and national organizations take positions on public policies, as well as give testimony to the government when appropriate. An example is testimony that was given at the Michigan state level relating to redistricting and the Michigan Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission. The State League is currently monitoring multiple voting rights bills moving through the legislature. Another core part of our league's mission is to encourage informed and active participation in government. We work to understand major public policy issues and then influence public policy through education and advocacy. The league was officially founded in 1920, shortly before the 19th Amendment was ratified, granting women the right to vote. Suffragists wanted to form the organization to help the 20 million women carry out their new responsibilities as voters. At the time, however, due to laws in some states, many poor and non-white women were unable to exercise that vote, along with poor and non-white men. Today, the League continues to fight for voting rights and access for all voters. Here's a brief voting history for the U.S. In 1789, only land-owning white male citizens were allowed to vote. Gradually, states expanded this to non-land-owning white male citizens. In 1870, after the Civil War, Black men were given the right to vote, though many had their voting rights suppressed by Jim Crow laws. In 1920, women were granted the right to vote through the passage of the 19th Amendment, though many poor non-white women still had no access to voting due to the discriminatory laws that were still in place. In 1924, most Native Americans were granted the right to vote. In 1943, Chinese immigrants were granted the right to citizenship, thus opening up access to voting. In 1961, Washington, D.C. residents were granted the right to vote for U.S. president. In all these instances, laws and discriminatory practices continued to be in place in many states, barring the vote for most poor and non-white citizens. It wasn't until the passage of the Voting Rights Act of 1965, when the Supreme Court outlawed poll taxes, language barriers, and tax and wealth requirements, that poor and non-white citizens gained full access to the vote. In 1971, the voting age was changed to 18, opening up access to a new group of voters. In 1986, citizens living abroad were granted the right to vote absentee. Today, the fight continues as more and more states try to put barriers in place to suppress voters. The League is nonpartisan, meaning we do not support individual candidates or parties. As members, you will have many opportunities to learn and educate others about government. You will meet and interact with like-minded, passionate people. You will have opportunities to take action on public policy issues. You'll be part of a national organization that puts access to voting front and center. We have an extensive study and consensus process that ensures that our members are fully informed on issues before we take a stand. We also host public forums, which are well known for being fair, transparent, and civil. You may, as members, aspire to leadership or prefer to follow the lead of experienced members. You will have many opportunities to nurture your civic curiosity. Some of the things that we offer are webinars and conference calls, workshops, conventions, and mentorship opportunities. You can become involved at whatever level that you're interested in. There are 3 levels of the league: local, state, and national. When you become a member, you are part of all of these levels of the organization. How do you get involved? First of all, join us for an orientation to learn about our current and future work. Choose what interests you. You can also learn about projects and committees at our website, League of Women Voters, Washtenaw.org. You can email the contact for the committee or project that interests you, or you can email me at president@leagueofwomenvoters.washtenaw.org. I want to thank you for taking the time to view this video, and I hope you will consider joining our organization. Thank you very much.